found something pretty interesting in this video. It's going to be a small cryptid that starts pretty far back from this structure and moves forward to come closer to you. And at first it looked like a bug or a bird, but it definitely isn't, especially because of the way that it moves. So let me get to it here while okay, it's gonna start, I think, in just a minute. Okay, there it is. So let me take a screenshot and show you where it begins. It begins right back here in this area, okay? And it's gonna you're gonna just see like basically a little black dot start to move back there. Can you kind of see the black dot? I'm gonna move it back and forth for a second. It's very, very small, okay? But it comes close to you. So now I'm gonna go forward as it's coming closer and closer. And it just continues to come closer and closer until it gets to the structure here. And then as it hides behind the structure for a brief moment and then comes flying towards you, okay? I'm going to go ahead and screenshot it now and just give you a little view. Okay, this is it. Okay. So here we go. Now it's coming, and this view here, right next to it is some little people also. There's about one or two little people there. They're not moving, they're holding very still, but I can tell that there's little people there. So this is the cryptid that's flying towards you. You see him in his face. It's hard to tell which is the face. It's possibly here and then here. I'm not quite sure. It's really hard to make him out. It's trippy, but just keep watching. And then maybe I'll try to do a zoom in on him as he's flying in so we can get a good zoom in view of him too. But there he is again. Very strange looking. And then he comes down to the bottom right there and just disappears. Gone. Boop. All gone. So I'm going to back it up now and see if the screen will allow me to do a little zoom in on it. Make it more interesting. Or not interesting, but just a better view of a zoom in. Okay, so let's try. Here he comes flying through. I'm just doing frame by frame to catch his different shapes. I'm probably going to have to zoom out and zoom back in because we're getting closer to the part where he flies close up to you. But see how he flies up to the structure and kind of hides behind it for a minute? Look at, oh, this is kind of a cool part actually. He sits on the structure and then blends in with it. This is him. And he instantly, it's really neat. They're such like chameleons, how they can just sit on a piece of whatever they're on and then instantly turn into the color and match the color patterns, everything. Okay, so that's still him. And then he's going to fly off it now and start coming back towards you. Make sure I have him on the screen good. And he zooms by so fast. I mean, this frame by frame is the best way to do it because I've watched this video before and I never even noticed it. It's just one of those things with your videos. I can go back to a super old video and find something completely new and different. So, yeah. There he is. And then right at the bottom, that's your last sight of him until he disappears. Oops. See? He's just gone after that. So, anyways, I thought that was a pretty neat video to share. If you want, I mean, It's definitely not a bug, but bugs do not behave like that. They don't come flying, even birds, you know. Wild animals don't come flying towards the camera or towards a human. So he was coming to check out what you were up to, probably for the bigger cryptids that are all behind there. And trust me, there are some big things back there that are highly intelligent. Those are the ones that I dealt with last night. Okay,